What's up, guys? College football tips, and welcome back for probably one of the last 2 or 3-ish breakdowns of the season. And this is always the sad part, man. The season's over. Essentially, Texas isn't there again for me. So, I'm a little sad. Like always, I'm always sad. But I am still excited to watch some football this weekend because, I gotta relish it because after this weekend, it's a lot of NFL for me for a bit, just to watch. And then, some bowl games, some games I like to watch, but it's just sad, because there's no all right, it's getting over. It's so depressing this time of year, but it's also happy because it's Christmas time. So this is going to be very short, obviously, because we don't have that many games. But, yeah, it's still a good weekend. It's actually a pretty important weekend, so we'll get right into it. Here we go. All right, so we only got a couple, as you can see. You got the ACC, SEC, Pac-12, Big Ten, Big 12, and ACC, and then the general, FCS teams that aren't really in there. So, we'll start with that one, which is UCF and Tulane. If I'm not wrong, didn't these two already play each other? They did, and Tulane took the L. That's weird. It was at Tulane too. That's interesting. Okay. Oh my God, this is a very interesting one. I didn't really realize it. Didn't Tulane not have that? Didn't Tulane not have someone? If I'm not sure, I'm not sure, but I do know that quarterback, John Reese, Plumlee, he's pretty damn good from what I've heard. I know I think he's thinking about leaving for the NFL this year, which is interesting because this guy could be because he's not he is a senior. He could stay though, I think, from what I've heard, but he wants to leave, and I think he's better than I don't know how big he is. I think he's better though than a lot of quarterbacks. 6'2", 200. That's not too bad. I mean, he's a little shorter on the shorter end. I guess 6'1" it's about average for a quarterback, but I've heard he can leave for the NFL, and I think he's a little bit better person than Will Levis. I mean, I think Will Levis is well overhyped personally, but I don't know. This game, personally, I don't know why they're giving it so much to Tulane. I think UCF's gonna win. I really do. I can see UCF winning again because they're a good team. They're not. Tulane's good too, but it almost feels like a little bit I'm trying to coin the term here. What's the word? Lightning in a bottle. It's like one of those years was good for them, but Tulane, they always gotta play. UCF is a dominant team for this. So I could see UCF winning. I'm gonna go with upset on this. UCF with probably 7 points because I can just see them winning on that. All right, now they got that one out of the way. Let's move on to some of the big ones here. Let's start with the one that obviously has no impact on whatsoever of any of these, the ACC Championship. It would have if North Carolina didn't lose to the past couple weeks, and Clemson didn't lose last week. Clemson, man, I've been on this all year. I've kind of always been on this ever since my boy Klubnik got on this team. I've been watching him since he was like a sophomore or a junior in high school, I swear to you. And I'm like, this guy's going to be fantastic. I really wanted him to play at Texas, but he didn't because Ewers committed and then he decommitted. And I was like, well, we have nobody. And then Ewers came back and I was like, well, we got him back. Well, I don't know. And then Klubnik beat him in the state championship in Texas. But Ungalau, I've heard a lot of rumors he's transferring. He's about to transfer, and I'm not surprised. He's really about to lose his starting job. He kind of knows it. Everybody in Clemson knows it. They're just not saying it because why would you want to say, oh, our quarterback who's gone 10-2 this season, yeah, he's going to transfer. Like it's obvious he's probably going to transfer. I can just see it happening now. But personally, I think North Carolina's going to win this. I don't think Clemson's going to want to win this at all. I don't think they have any like motive to win this. I do know that I think North Carolina's on a 2-game losing streak though, so that's like the only thing where I could see them potentially not wanting to win this. I know Clemson just came off a loss too, very close, and like I said, North Carolina came off a sad loss, but they're more of like they want to win this, because they're in a position where they knew they weren't already in any contentions, because there was a point where they're both these teams, both of them were both 10-1, or they had one loss, and they're both losses. Guess who? Notre Dame. It was weird. I was like, they both could be in the playoffs. It just depends. Or one of them could have been. But, I think the spread's way closer. I think it's 3. I think the percentage is way lower, too. Drake Maye's great. He was in Heisman talks for a while. He was. Great on his feet, great on his, throwing game. Will Shipley, though, was an amazing running back. Clemson's got some good receivers. North Carolina, I think, has some better ones. But, this could go either way. I think 3 points. But I'm leaning personally toward the Tar Heels. I really am. Like, I'm going for another upset. This week, guys, you'd be surprised by some of these games. But Tar Heels, I got to go for my boy Mac. I got to go for my boy Mac Brown. I got to, man. You just can't go wrong with Mac Brown. God, I love Mac Brown. All right, moving on to one that I think could be another potential. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think USC is going to win. Okay. I don't think I don't think they're going to be this close at all. They beat them before, but that was at home. That was one time in the season where they were favored, actually. They were home. Utah was favored, and they won by couple points because Rising went for 2. I remember, yeah. And then Williams cried like a little wuss at the end of the game. No, he was distraught. But sadly enough, I really want Utah to win. I love Cam Rising, man. He's so cool. I love Cam Rising. I love it, dude. Come on, man. You can't go wrong with his hair and goatee. And plus, my boy Cam was an ex-Texas quarterback. Come on. How do you hate this man? This guy is awesome. He's so cool. And Kincaid's a fantastic tight end. Dude, he's so good. He's going to be an amazing draft pick. I can't wait for wherever team. 6'4", 240. Dude's huge. Man, he's going to be a great tight end in the NFL. But the only problem is, I think this is going to be, weirdly enough, personally, love Utah. They're giving them the analytics to win, which is weird. Because I get it. It's probably because they already beaten them. USC. That's weird. How do they give them the spread, but yet, whatever. I really could see this game being 14 points for USC. I really can. Williams is the Heisman favorite right now. He is the guy that everybody is riding for Heisman. He probably is going to win it, depending on this game. There's 2 games that probably will decide either who's Heisman or not. This is one of them, and if he balls out, he's winning no matter what. No matter what, he will win Heisman if he balls out this game, which I think he will, most likely. If I had to bet money, I would say he's going to play well. He's been playing well. He's going to play well. Only 3 picks on the season, man. That's insane. Jordan Addison was a great pickup for them. Lincoln Riley coming over here. So many transfers. And I always say relying too heavily on a transfer portal isn't a great key for success. But because of this whole NIL stuff, it's kind of like a question of, if you got gold on a team, you're working with silver. Are you going to make more money with gold, tons of gold, or silver you've been working hard on for, forever? It's like, they just found, and I don't know. It's like, I'm kind of gonna make a weird analogy, but either way, this could be close, or it could be a blowout for USC. That's how I'm gonna go with it, and I'm most likely going for the blowout for USC, just because they're pissed they didn't win last. They essentially killed their chance at a easy we're already in here kind of thing. And they're probably going to win. I would love it if Cam Rising went off and Kincaid went off, but USC most likely will win this game. And if I had to guess the score, it's probably going to be by 7 to 14 points. It's a little bit of a different style, but that's probably what I was thinking of. Moving on up here, we got K-State. Ooh, and TCU. Man, this is one where I think where Utah and USC, where I picked USC because Utah beat them, flip-flop, guys. Swear to you, flip-flop. I'm picking K-State over TCU just because TCU beat them earlier, and K-State with Will Howard as a quarterback, in my opinion, is a much better team than with Adrian Martinez. Adrian Martinez is great because he can run around, but he's not the quarterback of K-State. The quarterback of K-State's got to be Will Howard. After last week, picking apart Kansas, picking apart, I think it was West Virginia, he plays great. I love Adrian Martinez. The guy's great on his feet, but he's not Will Howard. Will Howard is a better quarterback. Adrian Martinez had that lightning in a bottle game with Oklahoma, another term I like to say. And here's the other Heisman candidate right here, Max Duggan. As a Texas fan, yes, I'm pissed. This should be... No. We should have beaten Texas Tech, or we should have beaten Oklahoma State. We should have been. And, I'm sad, right? Because this should be Texas versus Texas. Texas Christian University, TCU. It should be, but it's not. It's K-State. And K-State is the other only team in the conference, I thought, who could beat TCU again. Or to beat TCU. Because even though, we lost... It's the same kind of, if you play twice a year, you're most likely going to win one just because you're more pissed about a loss. You're really angry and you want to win, and I usually think that leads to a success. Both running backs for both teams are great. I mean, Miller has way more touchdowns, though, than Vaughn, but Vaughn... Jesus, I didn't even realize these... Oh, my God, these numbers are actually a little bit crazy for me. Statistically, why is everybody always on hyping on Vaughn then? I always hear so much hype about Vaughn. I didn't even know the numbers were this different. Man, he is ran a lot. I didn't even realize that compared to Vaughn. Duggan's a great guy. He's the other guy who I thought would be Heisman. If USC loses bad, Duggan's winning if he wins. If TCU loses bad and Williams plays great, obviously Williams is going to win that. If they both play bad, maybe my boy Bijan. I don't know, probably not. But I'd like that either way. But I'm going for the upset on this one. Whereas the other one I picked the over, I'm going for the upset, and I think it's going to be 3 or 7 points for K-State. I really do. It's an AT&T Stadium, man. And I just gotta go. I gotta go with them. I really gotta go with them. I get it's almost a home game for TCU because it's in Dallas, but I'm going for a K-State upset just because I think K-State can pull it off. They've beaten some good teams and won some good games, but I think K-State can really pull it off. I really do. And just because the same scenario with USC. USC got lost and they're gonna obliterate, I think, Utah. K-State lost earlier, and I think they're going to come back and punch TCU in the mouth a little bit, and they're going to wake up and be like, oh my God, damn, okay, we lost one, So, Michigan, Purdue, this should be a slam dunk for Michigan. This is the only one on here. Should be a slam dunk. Purdue, man, that side of the Big Ten is terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Michigan coming off of a freaking crazy win. I'm not sure if they're going to get Corum back, but I do know Edwards played fantastic without him there. He says it's probable, so if he does play, great for Michigan. I would kind of want to sit him still just to get him healthier. But JJ, man, he showed out. That was the question of Michigan's game is, can JJ McCarthy play both sides of the quarterback well? Can he run well? Can he pass well? He passed great. He ran okay. He didn't really need to. He passed amazingly. Edwards freaking did all the carrying for Corum, especially in the second half of the game. They are a second half team, which is kind of wins championships, in my opinion. Being a first half team is great, but then you're on the defensive in the second half and you could slip. But pushing for the win in the second half can win you a championship more, in my opinion, than the other one. So Obviously Michigan, I think by 14, but we'll see. This should be the easiest one for kind of a blowout. The only one that I think on here will be LSU and Georgia. LSU, man, you guys were way high up there. You guys were you were inflated. I don't know how they were 5th in the nation. Oh, beating Bama. Okay, yeah, you barely beat Arkansas. I'm sorry, I'm getting really angry, but you barely beat Arkansas, and you were 5th in it. It was just really angering me because everybody's over hyping Alabama so much, and it just inflated LSU's record, which I'm like, stop. But Georgia should probably slap them too. Bennett, another one who could be Heisman. If he does well this game, like extremely well, way better than Duggan, and say Duggan loses, say Caleb Williams loses, and Bennett just throws for like 3 or 4 touchdowns, dude, he may win Heisman. I don't know. It'll be way closer. Jalen Daniels, I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. LSU's defense, though, is legit. Georgia's defense is also legit, though. And, good defense. All depends on the offense. And obviously, I got to go with Georgia's offense. 17 points is a round number for me. But I got to go 10. Just because LSU's defense, I think, will hold them. But I think Georgia will still score. So, Georgia, obviously. Oh. Sorry, that was weird. That was a pen. But yeah, that's the championship games here for college football and technically week 14. We'll see how everything pans out. Everything will really pan out after this next Saturday, so I'm really stoked, really excited. I'll be working. No, I won't be working Saturday, so I can watch all these. Oh, fantastic! All right, so see you guys in the next one. Peace out.